What's going on, everybody? The Florida Gators get a victory and an upset victory. How many times have I been able to say that under the Billy Napier era? Not many. And I don't know how many times I'll be able to do it. So I'm going to do it very good in this video. I'm going to be very excited. Listen, Florida gets a upset victory over LSU at home, 27-16. Florida Gator defense comes up with 7 sacks. Not sure how bad the LSU offensive line is, but they must be really bad. But listen, as watching the game unfolded, listen, I just, once it got to 10-10 at half, I was like, okay, what Florida Gator, what Florida Gator team we're going to see in the second half? And you know what? Florida Gators stepped up in the second half. They outscored LSU in the fourth quarter, 14-3. The LSU defense, I mean, they really couldn't get off the field on third down. It was kind of like we've seen this kind of script before. LSU dominated the time of possession, 41 minutes to Florida's 18. But the reason why LSU really couldn't get the big shots like Florida was getting with DJ Lagway. Lagway, he threatens defenses with his deep ball. And man, he was hitting it. Elijah Badger had 6 catches for 131 yards. Lagway was only 13 of 26, 50% completion percentage, 226 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, as time goes on, especially with Lagway, he's also coming back from a hamstring injury, so we have to, account for that. But once he gets going, he will be able to hit those intermediate, short routes. But man, deep ball, it's like whenever it goes, if the receiver can't catch it, that means it's a drop because he will put it. You almost can't hand it off to the guy downfield as good as he can throw it to him. So, his deep ball accuracy, probably one of the best in the country, especially as a freshman. So, but the Florida Gator defense stepped up in the second half. Even though the LSU offensive line may be bad, but you're going up against bad offensive line, bad defense, who's going to win? And so the Florida Gator defense stepped up big time. So I was very excited about seeing it. I was at Chili's, so I couldn't really fist pump and go all over the place. I was trying to be respectful of a lot of people in there. So, but it was a great game. Trey Smack. How about old Smack hitting a couple of big field goals, especially in this game, a 55-yarder, 49-yarder. I don't know what it is. He can hit some 50-yarders, but he can't hit a short field goal. It's crazy how good he is actually with 45-plus yard field goals. So, but, Jaden Ball, man, I tell you what, Jaden Ball, I like Jaden Ball. I really do. But only 6 carries. Who's responsible for that? I feel like I don't know why. Did he get game scripted out? I feel like he shouldn't because his game was close throughout. So 6 carries, 65 yards, 55 coming on that back-breaking touchdown in the fourth quarter. The dude is good. I mean, for a true freshman, the dude's really good. So, I feel like 6 carries, it's almost going back to that Dan Mullen era whenever had Damian Pierce and you're only running them like 8 times a game. Jaden Ball kind of reminds me a little bit of Damian Pierce. So, I want to see those carries up, especially, with your running back. I get Jackson, fine running back, but Ball is the guy that usually is running the ball. So, in this game, I felt like he should have had way more carries. But, hey, listen, Florida Gators get the victory. So, maybe if they lost, maybe that would have been something a lot of people would have been like, hey, what are we doing? But Elijah Badger played outstanding. Getting Lagway and Badger back for this game was key. Now you see why they didn't play Texas, and I understand why. Lagway and Badger was not going to get over Texas. Let's be honest there. So I do agree holding them out against Texas, even if they could play. But in this game against LSU at home, desperately needing a victory for Florida because you needed 2 out of the next 3 to become bowl eligible. Yes, I know it's getting to that point. I know people are going to comment. So Florida's down so bad, you need victories at the end of the year just to get bowl eligible. Okay, listen, that's where we're at. Okay, so if you're going to comment that, understand. But Florida needed this victory. Now, they go play Ole Miss next week. I believe that game is at home. So that's going to be a tough game. I'm not so sure about that one. But Florida State at the end of the year, that could be Florida's 6th victory, and it should. I don't know how you lose to Florida State with them only having 1 victory all year. And I think Cal is their only victory. I don't even know how they beat Cal. So, Florida Gators, man, as a fan, you have to celebrate these because they don't come as often under the Billy Napier era. So, you know what? A great victory for Florida. They moved to 5-5, 3-4 in conference. And it's a rival. I mean, LSU's still a rival. So, you know what? Knock off LSU because they had something to play for. They had a shot. It's still at the SEC championship game, but after this, at least the Florida Gator fan base can smile knowing they knocked someone out of SEC championship play. So LSU with they have really fallen off at the end of the year. They have not played well. And this was a game Florida Gators needed to step up with. And you could tell it was almost like a national championship feeling. I hate to be like that, but after every play, if it was something good, these Florida Gator players were jumping up and down like they just won a big-time game. So, but this is a big-time victory for Florida and for Napier, really. Napier needed a victory because he has a losing record at the University of Florida. So he needed something. He needed an upset victory finally, and he gets it against LSU at home. And the fan base, listen, they showed up. I think the fans were a key part in this victory for LSU because the fans were loud, man. They're loud and proud. Even though your team is 4-5 entering this game, the fans still show up. That should show some kind of support, at least for the Florida front office and the Florida players. Listen, you may still have a losing record. You still may be at 500, but these fans are going to show up. Okay, that's how proud that's how this fan base is. So great to see the fans show up, and man, it was loud. But Ole Miss next week. We'll have to see how that goes, but Florida gets a much-needed victory against LSU. Y'all let me know in the comments, was this one of the better games that you've seen under the Napier era for the University of Florida? Let me know in the comments. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching this channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.